Hey everybody, welcome back to hocuspocus.com. My name's David and this is a magic review. Today we're going to look at the Unshuffled kicker from Paul Gertner. Alright, so if you had the privilege of seeing Paul Gertner on Penn & Teller's Foolus, this was the trick that he did as his kicker ending. Now, if you're not familiar already with Unshuffled, Unshuffled is Paul Gertner's claim to fame. I mean, I saw him do this on The Tonight Show back when I was a little kid, and my dad taped it on VHS, and I watched it over and over and over again. I mean, it's an awesome trick, and in Paul's hands, it's a miracle. Okay, it's a miracle. Paul has published this effect before, sold it before, but never with this kicker ending. And so this is not just unshuffled. You're going to learn the unshuffled effect, absolutely, but you're getting the kicker ending that goes along with it. And all of this is brought to you by the good people down at Vanishing Incorporated. All right, so let's say you order this, you get it in the mail, you open it up, what are you gonna find? You're gonna get a black, matte black paper stock envelope. It's got foil finish around decorating. Inside, you're gonna get a DVD, okay? DVD is gonna be about an hour and 16 minutes long. And then you're also gonna get the Unshuffled kicker gimmick. So this is a gimmick, and you are gonna have to supply the deck of cards, all right? And right off, I wanna say you can use your favorite deck. So if you like Tally-Ho, or if you like Bicycle, or you like, whatever, you're gonna be able to use your favorite deck, just so long as you understand that once you rig it, you're gonna use that brand of deck every single time, okay? So you're not gonna be able to change from one brand to the next. So once you pick a brand, once you pick a deck, you're building the gimmick to match that deck of cards, to match that tuck case, I should say. So you are gonna ruin a deck of cards, you are gonna ruin a tuck case to build this gimmick, and it is all DIY. Paul will walk you through everything you need to know. Of course, I was already familiar with the Unshuffled trick itself, so there wasn't a lot of surprises there. And I should say right off the bat that to be able to do the Unshuffled effect the way Paul does it, you will have to be able to perform and execute a perfect pharaoh. A perfect pharaoh. That means when you break the deck, the card that you see as your indicator has to be the card that Paul sees when he does it too. You're performing exactly like him. So a perfect pharaoh status in order to do this the way Paul does it, okay? So there's that. Then, like I said, you're gonna build the deck. You're gonna build it. Paul's gonna walk you through everything and give you all of his pointers and tips. He's been making these decks forever, right? And so he knows all the ins and outs. You're gonna learn a time-tested effect. This is not just something he made up, a month ago and then started to market through Vanishing Ink. This is something he's been doing his entire life, so that you're gonna get something quality with this. Quality instruction, quality teaching, you're gonna make an awesome gimmick. Now, as far as the kicker ending goes, okay, that isn't what I thought. Didn't know what to expect. I was very surprised to see how it worked, and so I wasn't able to guess it myself. But it does have very clean angles. No chance, I would think, of people catching you out on this. However, it cannot be inspected after the deck has been gone through its final phase. So once you've gone through the final phase of the kicker ending, you can no longer hand the deck out. Now it cannot be inspected. Unless you did a deck switch, Paul will cover that for you. As far as the overall quality and production value of the video itself, Paul Gertner is sitting in like a living room setting. It's mostly yellow. Seated at a table with a stationary camera. I don't believe there's any annoying music. A couple times Paul will stand up and go through it as a standing thing. He'll go through a little bit of the history about how he came up with this. You'll be able to watch the Penn & Teller performance, so you'll see the performance itself. Of course, he's going to cover all the DIY, so you can make this deck yourself, and then how to use the gimmick and how to get it on and off without people noticing. The gimmick itself is very well made. I've never really seen anything like it before in my life. So it is very well made, and just pulling it off out of the box, I would say be very careful. It's very delicate, and you're not going to know how to use it when you see it. You're going to look at it and go, how do I use this? Like, how is this part of the trick? And then, like I said, watch the video and allow Paul to walk you through it. How much practice this is going to require? Like I said, you need to know how to do a perfect pharaoh. You'll at least have to know how to do a card force, absolutely. Paul will teach you. I'm not really going to call this a beginner's level trick, but he's going to teach you an alternate where you don't need to learn a perfect pharaoh, okay? He's going to teach you an alternate, but you still need to know how to force a card. And you'll still need to be adept at, audience interaction and misdirection. You'll still have to know how to do some of those things, but he will teach you a simpler version that doesn't require Pharaoh. Right now I think it's $35, which I think is a great price point, because not only are you learning Unshuffled, but you're learning the Unshuffled kicker, which is something that fooled Penn and Teller on their TV show. So I think that's great too. And this is a classic of magic, and now you can own the kicker ending that was seen on television. All right, so that's everything I can say about Unshuffled Kicker from Paul Gertner, Vanishing Incorporated. I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And while you're here at Hocus Pocus, please fill up your shopping cart, make your selections. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. We'd love to answer your emails, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.